Hello fellow Third Age Total War gamers, my name is Deacon and welcome back as we continue where we left things off in our Rohan campaign. This is Divide and Conquer, a submod for Third Age Total War. There's a link in the description should you want to download the mod yourself. And let's have a little review of where we left things. We've picked up a war with invades. We're sieging Gind as our mission objective tells us to. We'll soon be defending another siege at the Volberg, and we're ferrying across another unit of militia, and our meat shields have proven very useful in beating back the stacks of Isengard, and there's still some retraining that we can do here. Then we've spent all our money, we've moved our spy who's gonna observe whatever happens here to the invasion called on Ministeriet. I'm gonna try and gift it back to them should the enemy conquer Ministeriet. Unfortunately, the objective wasn't Calaton because otherwise we would have had stacks of enemy armies walking through our lands, which is of course always a challenge. They could either just pass through or they could make a stop either on the way there or on the way back and attack us, which obviously they won't do now. So we are close to the end turn. Let's move into turn 17 and see whatever happens. And as I've tried to tell yesterday in one of my Dolamroth videos, I believe it was, I broke my leg half a year ago, and then only yesterday I found out that in fact the leg is still broken. So it's the upper right thigh, what's it called, I don't know. That part of the leg, this bone was in splintered into three different parts. They put a metal pin in it and different screws and rings broke off in the meantime. And they're gonna have to operate on me again and pull all the metals out and then just put it back together and put back metal pins into it. And I've been without proper day-to-day activities over the past 6 months, and this situation appears to continue a little while longer. Now look here. Invades is coming for us, so Gamling and his men are going to need some extra reinforcements, obviously, and soonish. How soon can they get here? Not until we reinforce our army there. I'm gonna try and give Gamling some support. Theodred can move back to Dunlostir. What the crap is this?
I'm gonna stick you.
He's on his way to Mordor and he's past our armies. He's got this crazy amount of movement points, and we're gonna leave it to Gondor for now because I'm not gonna catch up and I have nothing to beat him with. It's too bad. Google, bye bye. It's only a tiny little army. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for Gondor, and if it is, then it's only too bad. There's not really much we can do about it. Say for well, maybe knocking out Isengard and then taking back Minas Tirith, should they capture it. But first things first, we are gonna look what we can do about the next siege army that is preparing itself, and we're gonna wait. I think with 2-3 more units, Gamling should be able to defeat against Isengard. But we aren't there yet.
I will only address you in back, my lord.
Oh, there's sufficient watchtowers over there. We'll leave Gamling here, and we are on diplomatic missions as well to hook up with
My lord.
the guys from the
Without
Vale.
question.
There they are.
What is it you wish to discuss?
See if you want trade rights.
You hold us at ransom. Another
See if
proposition
you
for
would
us, then?
think this generous. Only balance. Let's see.
I do not believe I'm able to accept this.
Alright.
We cannot. There is something else.
Now see if they want an
I must
alliance.
say we are not convinced.
Okay, well, too
Until
bad.
we meet again.
We'll try again later. We may border with Imladris eventually.
Impossible.
If we conquer
Without
this
question.
area, then we border with the dwarves of Khazad-dûm, but if they take back Eregion, then we're also going to have a border with them. For 422 gold coins, I don't think there's any more that we can recruit or build or train. We have failed to secure an alliance with the Vale. We could try it again next turn. We can also try and see if the doors of Aradluin
Yes, my lord. As you wish. Yes.
want to ally with us. I think the Vale has simply decided we're not powerful enough to be honored with an alliance or something like it. Let's hit the end turn again. We're gonna train up our Foldberg army, and once it has reached full stack strength, we're gonna try and conquer Guinea and beat the Dreadstack.
Glory, honor, victory.
Betrothed,
Our courage and
Durnmin.
honor have
How
conquered.
old is Durnmin? However old you are, I don't really wish to give you a guy 58 years old. A port, nice. 1500 bucks for our conquest. We are making slightly below 3k per turn, which is enough. It's more than enough, it's a lot.
My lord,
And
your will, my lord. Yes, we can go no further today.
Your orders, my lord.
Gambling is going to guard
This tower will keep
this little
vigil
stack
over the
here.
lands. Assembling a mighty
And
host.
Edwait is coming for
This
us.
tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Shoo. Well, it's definitely going to keep things challenging for us as we look.
Yes,
Is this a
my
coming of age event? Yes, Outwolf. In the Hornburg. He's here together with Erkenbrand, who is an experienced general, which is useful. But I'm gonna leave Erkenbrand over here, use Outwolf to join Eomer and rank up his troop. Nothing here to retrain, nothing here to recruit except for these horse archers, which we therefore will recruit. There are more spearmen. Unit pool is full. There aren't too many places here where we can actually recruit them. This is going to complete in one turn, and the Lostier is out of
My lord.
militiamen to train. So let's have these two here. As we're also gonna have to reinforce Derwath. I think they'll be knocking on our door from multiple angles soon. Spy.
My lord.
Say hello to our friends over here.
I shall continue to.
This is the first invasion that has been called, so shouldn't be too much of a biggie really. And do I want one more spy? Yes, I do. Edoras build a leather tanner. Was the culture in there what I think was quite Northmanish. House Gind. No Northman culture at all, and no possibilities of building culture buildings. We are going to try and develop it though. They still haven't reached the coast, this area here, which means that we could actually push through towards the coast and secure these lands for ourselves. Keep Gondor down there in the south at the coastal range of territories. Well then, Added Loon.
Your orders, as you
There you are.
You have a proposition?
A proposition, trade rights. They accept.
Proposition for us, eh?
They think map information is a good idea. How about an alliance then?
Proposal, we hope.
They've accepted. That's very nice of him. Military access rejected. No, not that we need it. So now that we have the alliance, the script is going to kick in. The dwarven units script.
Yes, as you wish.
And we'll be able to recruit some dwarves soon. First they're gonna knock on our door and say hello, and then they'll want to establish some kind of building there, which is of course fine, and then a few turns later the population is high enough to pump out actual units or something like that. So we're gonna look forward to that. Now there was a guy walking around here, a diplomat to be more precise, and he belonged to Annette Waith, and he can bribe armies, but we're gonna... No, we're not gonna risk it. We're just gonna put Erkenbrand on top of him, so he can't be bribed. Somebody bought our the Rohan I, their mercs, and it wasn't us. Let's see. There's one more diplomat here that I'd like to
My lord,
send to make friends with,
without question.
what's it called? Imladris, Rivendell, the Noldor elves. Well, since our money's all spent, let's see if they will siege us. Again, why do they all have to be 58 years old? What's going on here? Dermwind, is she one of my family? She's only 29 years old. And it's Theoden's sister. I'm not gonna give her to a 58-year-old guy. No way. No way, Jose. Eomer is here. Theodred is here too. They're gonna meet up. They're gonna join forces here.
We can go no further, my lord.
And Eomer is gonna receive the thingy that makes Theodred the heir. So let's give that to Eomer. Bloop. Now, if Theodred dies, which is quite likely because it does happen in the movie and the books and so on.
Yes,
so he dies, and then
your orders, my lord.
We
Yes, my lord.
Get to see Eomer as the faction heir, the new king.
Yes, my lord.
If Theoden also dies, but given the fact that generals can reach an extreme old age in this mod, the chances of that happening aren't too great.
I shall continue tomorrow.
So maybe Theoden will simply be our king for the rest of the game. Could be. Don't know. We'll see. Now, as to our army reaching full stack strength, it'll be on the next turn, and we can actually leave one unit behind. They're gonna reach full strength next turn because this unit will complete Hey. More retraining. It's recruitment cycle.
Yes, my lord.
See if the Enedway diplomat is around somewhere. I don't see him. And hello, movement points.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord. There we go.
Yes.
Ladris has been reached. It's
What
still
is it you
here.
wish to discuss?
I wish to discuss
You
trade
hold
rights
us
with
very
you.
well.
I
What
think
else do you have
map
to say?
information should make you happy because
There
you
is something
hardly
else you wish to propose,
discovered
then?
anything.
I do not believe
I
another proposition
do
from us, then?
want this alliance with you because we're gonna have a shared border at some point.
No, we cannot. Another
Alliance,
proposition.
regular
We are
tribute,
happy to listen.
50 bucks, and then 20 turns. How about that?
I am not. You have another
Oh,
worthy proposal.
yes, I have another worthy proposal. 100 for 20 turns. I mean,
I do not
I'm
believe you
really,
have
really
further
not.
proposals. Please let us hear.
Let's also give you military access. So you can walk through our lands, and we have no business walking through yours anyway. Maybe you'd like that.
I am not. You have another worthy proposal.
Yeah. I'm
Excellent.
very worthy, very capable of giving you worthy proposals. It's really, really no trouble at all.
I do not believe you have further proposals. Please let us hear them.
I will make sure you hear them. Regular tribute, 150, 20 turns.
No, we cannot agree to this now.
Oh,
Another
you
proposition.
really
We are
are
happy to listen.
greedy, aren't you? I'm wondering, in the meanwhile,
I do not. You have another
how
worthy
far
proposal
I would
then.
go for Rome.
Excellent.
No, regular. 200 then, 200 gold coins for 20 turns, and you be my buddy. Let's be best buddies.
No, we cannot.
And
That
let's
seems
not
fruitful.
be best
Very
buddies and just
impossible.
wait until
Without
you've
question.
come to reason. Silly bastard. That he is. Wait. We have the troops. But look, Enedway is on his way.
Your orders, my lord.
With honor. Hiding from the enemy.
I'm going to send over some troops, retrain them. This is all still in a reasonable, still had a reasonable amount of numbers here. This is going to take a while. I can put 2 units in the Volberg. They are infantry and cavalry. So I will take away infantry
Your will, my lord.
and cavalry.
My lord.
Yes, my lord.
There's 2 units over there that we're gonna join them.
Orders. Your will, my lord. Orders. Making camp here.
That's going to
This
be it.
tower will keep vigil over the lands. My lord.
My
Your
lord.
will, my lord.
Yes, my will. Not
Your
yours.
orders, my lord.
Those 2 are also gonna join
Yes,
in,
my
and the one that's gonna be recruited soon. And hail man, all good. All good.
My lord. As you wish. Tomorrow's journey planned out. Your orders. Stopping.
Let's
here.
find Woodland Realm and Dale, Dovinian, and then make another round. See whoever may want to ally with us that isn't already allied. I think we need to increase our armies and our ranking before more factions want to actually ally with us. Dorwinion is stronger than us, so is Dale. Dwarves of Erebor, they're also stronger. Added Loon, about the same, no wonder. Khazad-dûm, smaller. Linden, because we are on our way to Linden. Let's see, they're about on the same level as we are. Woodland Realm as well, but Dale may need a little bit more convincing. Pavilion 2, so it's no real surprise there. Well, we currently control 11 regions and we need to hold 20 for domination. And this wasn't going to be a rush campaign, rather, so at turn 19 we're already very close, which is funny. But I want Guinea and then turtle up and build. See if we can counter the effects of the invasion. And then we are pretty much done. I think Gondor is between a rock and a hard place here. I don't see any stacks of armies, so I think we'll have another front at our south soon, which means Enedwaith and Isengard and Mordor will all be looking for a piece of us. But it's all fine.
My lord.
I don't care.
As you wish.
Your orders, my lord.
We're combining forces.
We're combining forces. And let's see what happens. I'm expecting Isengard to siege us. We're kind of hoping they will. It would be suicidal. I think they learned by now. But it'll be an easy way to eliminate that army which is otherwise capturing the bridge. Now, we are being sent on the offensive by the missions. House rule, generally follow the missions.
Your orders, my lord.
So we will. And
By your command.
I would be so tempted to move behind them, their backs, and attack Karas, but this army, there's no way of telling what they'll do. So we'll just wait. Construction report added us. What else did we build? Another smoking house. So we can recruit another spy, which is nice. But we'll pick him up here and send him towards Dunland. Because right now we have no idea what's going on, but Dunland is also at war with us. They're actually... They have been conquered by Enedwaith. Oh no, not this area here. See, that's what I mean. But Enedwaith did take this central area over there. This is still Dunland. So I want some visibility there, and then we'll beat back
Come and get me, you
this
coward.
outlaw
Be gone.
army. The army of the outlaws. So let's go on the offensive.
Your orders, my
Prince Theoret goes back to the Nostir.
lord. Yes, my lord.
Erkenbrand goes back to the Hornburg. The Hornburg is gonna empty itself on this captain over here.
An honorable, glorious victory.
And which was this last
My lord.
militia unit? That was him.
As you wish.
Aylmer
my
is
lord.
gonna
With honor.
sit here on the bridge And
I'm gonna stick you.
is Aylmer a night fighter? No, he's not. Would have been nice, because in that case we could have split these armies up and fought them into separate locations. Well, this army is going to be led by these warg marauders, and these guys
I'm gonna stick you.
would be captained by the guys of the Orthanc, I think, but I'm not sure. Which is the tougher army?
Have a taste of my blade.
I'm gonna see if I can attack this army, and then these guys will have to do a lot more running, and hopefully the wargs will run forward. In the meantime we can kill the orc band is the general, so these three should be easy to rout. Then there's one guards of the Orthanc left to wear down while the other guys start themselves out. Aylmer is gonna gain some command stars, and we're gonna go for the mission. Well, the day is clear. We have 1 unit of archers, 2 units of horse archers. I don't know where the reinforcements are going to come from, but I would expect them to come from the right, because we attacked the army on the left. And then I want these guys to pepper them with arrows. Our cavalry, the rest of it, we're going to deploy on the right flank and hit the general's unit en masse. Enemy reinforcements delayed. Alright. They're not moving, so we're gonna move up the infantry part of the army along with the rest. Put it over there somewhere. I'm not gonna run them. In fact, this might turn out to be mostly cavalry engagement. It's very possible that that is what it will be. They have guards of the Orthanc, highly armored, and awful spare guard, armored, not so armored but shielded. And these guys do not have shields, so they would be an attractive target for our archers, but just as much for our cavalry.
Our men have slain the enemy general. His troops will lose their will to fight. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
The Helmingas do not have a skirmish
Only
function.
half the enemy force remains. The enemy have brought up more men.
Alright. And they're gonna come in behind us, which is interesting. I'm going to send my missiles against them. Are we doing anything to them? Perhaps we're delaying them a little bit. all our archery just isn't effective.
Now for wrath! Now for ruin!
We've killed like 2 of them, which is nice, of course. Now our archer cavalry can start moving towards the enemy. The reinforcement army, and also our archers. Well, I do remember there being a unit of wargs along with them, so I expect our reinforcements, or their reinforcements, to be commanded by the wargs. And I'm gonna pull out my cavalry, kill the wargs. That's basically it. And I have no visibility yet. I'm gonna need a meat shield here. Well, this is actually ranked up. This is going to be a little bit more delicate. Sentries of the Orthanc. Ouch, 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 ouch. If they are going to, once they start firing on us, they're going to cut us down. Which is not what I had planned for today. There will be no cutting up of Rohan cavalrymen. We're also running low on ammunition. Warg Marauders, Uruk Reavers. It's nothing to scoff at really. So we're gonna try and wear them down a little bit. These are armor piercing. So our cavalrymen won't like this. And the Warg Marauders, they have quite a high attack. So that's also not too kind on our horses. Sentries of the Orthanc and skirmishers. I'm just gonna rush them. Those raiders aren't the strongest of units either. we will have victory. Well, that's all good and well, but let's see about it. I think we're being shot up by the... Where are the Bane guards? Those archers. The sentries. Sentries of the Orthanc. Oh, they're broken. They've broken. That's cool.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Warg marauders. That's something we'll have to remedy. Orc band was able to hide. That's funny.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Some of our scouts are actually suffering. And these guys rallied just before we attacked them. That's interesting. Just this couple of Uruk-hai raiders and we are done. The guards of the Orthanc have all been slain. So whoever isn't doing anything yet should come and join with the hunt. These skirmishers and what more? More skirmishers. Men of Rohan, oaths you have taken. Now fulfill them all for lord and land. Here we are.
This is a clear victory.
Clear victory. We've killed 2000 some, lost 228, casualties sustained, experience gained, mostly our cavalry. And did we heal up? Yes. Ailing militia. Cool. 144, 13 scouts, numbered 60 now. Also a very welcome save. Then who did most of the killing? Inflicted 107 bodyguards. Scouts here 189. And this is killing. They killed more than Aylmer. Who's like the hero of our game. The scouts, they really aren't so so poor. They're quite dependable. They die, but so do the Rohan riders. They may rank up a little bit slower, but I found both the militiamen and the scouts to be equally useful in the game.
concealing the truth by your
Lots of prisoners. Fortunately, we don't need money.
honor,
Victory.
Your orders, my lord.
We have
And we are going to siege
a most
Gineard.
noble conquest.
Thank you, thank you.
Battle.
To battle.
We shall prevail. Yes.
Yes, my lord.
Well, this should conclude our conquest for today, also this episode. So if you've seen stuff that you'd like to ask more about, feel free to engage me through comments or in Discord, which is linked in the description. Also, feel free to like, share and subscribe, and hoping to see you again in the next episode.